Unit 731, a place where humans were just test subjects. Unit 731, a secret research center of the Imperial Japanese Army, was established in 1936 near the city of Harbin in Manchuria. On the surface, it looked like a normal medical institute, a place for research and training. But in reality, it was the largest live human biological warfare laboratory in history, with no equal anywhere in the world. The project was led by Dr. Shiro Ishii, a smart and ambitious doctor who believed that there should be no limits when it came to advancing science. He carried out his experiments in complete secrecy and with scientific precision. The victims, mostly Chinese civilians but sometimes Russians, Koreans, and a few Western prisoners, had no rights and were never officially recorded in any documents. They were simply considered samples, known in Unit 731 as Maryuta, and their only purpose was to be experimented on. The center operated from 1936 until 1945, conducting experiments that were both cruel and detailed. People were infected with deadly diseases like plague, cholera, and anthrax to see how the human body would react, which diseases killed faster, which were more painful, and which could be used as effective weapons in war. Some victims were kept in freezing rooms to study the effects of extreme cold and frostbite on the human body, and the reaction of organs to very low temperatures was carefully recorded. Others were subjected to live surgery without anesthesia so that the effects of diseases on internal organs could be observed and documented in detail. There was no mercy in these experiments, and most people never left the facility alive. Unit 731 did more than just experiments. It also worked on creating biological weapons. Fleas infected with plague were placed on bombs and dropped over cities. Water wells were deliberately contaminated, and field tests were carried out to see how destructive the diseases could be. The Japanese Imperial Army conducted these tests and research in total secrecy, making sure the world never found out what was happening. Victims were collected from surrounding towns and villages and kept in isolated buildings with thick walls, where no sound or sign from outside could enter. Every experiment was carefully documented with photos and notes, recording every scientific and human detail so that the results could be used later by the military and medical science. When World War II ended and the Japanese army was defeated, it was expected that the truth would come out and the members of this unit would face trial. But the story took a different path. Many of the members of Unit 731 were never prosecuted. They returned to normal life freely, and some even worked on research projects for the victorious countries, especially the United States. The main reason for this was that the scientific data and collected experience were considered more valuable to the victorious powers than justice. The documents related to the unit remained highly classified, and it was only years later that researchers and survivors were able to piece together the scattered evidence and testimonies to reveal this dark puzzle. Unit 731 shows that when science moves forward without ethics and power goes unchecked, humans can be reduced to less than human, used only as test subjects. This case also reminds us that history sometimes hides its darkest truths for decades, and only the efforts of survivors, researchers, and historians can uncover them. This story is both a warning and a reflection, showing how far humans can go in the pursuit of science and power while ignoring ethics and humanity, and how easily silence and secrecy can hide a horrifying truth for many years. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.